What's up, headphone addicts? Welcome to my channel where I offer my personal thoughts and opinions on audio tech from a hobbyist consumer level perspective. I don't want you to think of this as a review, but rather a one-on-one, no hype, no product pushing, no fancy editing video where I offer my personal thoughts and opinions. Understand that we all hear differently and we might not agree. I'm not an audiophile, I'm just a regular dude looking for some good sound. Look, I encourage you to post in the comments as an adult, or better yet, jump into the Facebook group and give the growing community your opinion. Alright, Fuzzy Nips. Quick word of warning, I do not make short videos, so if you're in a hurry to get back to watching your funny cat videos, I would turn around and head towards the exit now. You have been warned, do not complain. Also, I don't script my videos, so, I speak from the heart. Sometimes I get lost in my ranting, or I'll forget something. Don't be a baby about it and start throwing a little hissy fit. Just comment below, ask me your question. I'm willing to help you out for free, guys. I'm not charging for this. Or better yet, jump into the Facebook group. There's plenty of people out there that they're more than willing to help out, and then you in turn can help out other people. All right, that's the idea behind the Facebook group, a growing community of people trying, testing, and giving their advice and opinions. All right, and that's all they are, just opinions. So maybe educated opinions, I guess. Now, if you've been following my channel, you guys already know I have the Sennheisers with the battery problem. For this video, I'm going to stop being a little bitch about it and just kind of move on with life. We're going to forget that it's actually, we're going to pretend that this is a perfectly working unit, no issues whatsoever. All right. I was able to get a charge and I did some further testing, which I will give you guys some more information here. They both have a standalone video if you guys are interested. All right. So let's get to it. Whew, I'm coming off of a cold, guys, so I can't think straight right now. It's still affecting me. I'm going to try and get through this video without screwing up, and if I screw up, oh well. Alright, so the Bose go for $200. I think it's a fair price. I will say that somebody in the standalone video commented saying that you can pick those up for $150 if you're willing to buy refurbished. So if you're a bargain hunter like me, dude, these things are crushing it at $150. The Sennheisers, man, there's a sticker shock. You're going to pay $300 as it is right now. As the time of this video, obviously price is going to drop in 6 months or whatever. But for now, they're 300 bones. That's a lot of money. I get it. But if you really want the Sennheisers, I have the mentality you buy once, you cry once. Sometimes it's not about the money, guys. It's about getting what you really want. All right. So I'm not going to knock the Sennheisers for being so expensive. They have their personalized EQ, and that's what they want to sell it for. You're buying into the name, and you're buying into their sound signature. So if you want that sound signature, you're going to have to pony up. Buy the ticket if you want to take that ride. I'm going to skip colors, guys. I don't care if it's pink, blue, purple, black, yellow. If they're comfortable and they sound great, I'm going to sport them. So I'm going to skip colors. You can go to the standalone video. I covered that more. Whatever. Just walk your happy ass on over to their website and just check out their colors, right? Look and feel. I personally feel like the Bose has the better case on the outside. It's a really strong plastic. It doesn't flex. It's a high density plastic. It doesn't flex. It doesn't creak or crack. There's no play. I really like this case, guys. You got the battery indicator, and then you have these lights here for to let you know if you're making a good connection with the pins on the buds. You see that? So you know that the bud is charging. I think that's a really good touch. I like that a lot, especially for 200 bones or 150 bones. With Sennheiser, you don't really get that. You do have a battery indicator in the back. You press the button, but it's kind of for $300. I'm wanting more. I want I want to open it and be like, wow, this is awesome. And I didn't really get that. So it's not a deal breaker. You're really, like I said, you're really buying into the sound signature with the Sennheisers. They don't do anything special with their case. They took a cheap plastic case, they wrapped it in cloth, and they called it done. And it feels nice, but it's already starting to look dingy. Look at that. It's, I don't know. Let's see, let me close it up. Just kind of show you guys. The Bose just looks bulky, but at the end of the day, it's just taller. That's it. It's just, what, an inch more, and you don't have to deal with a nasty looking cloth. I've only had these a couple weeks, and one of those weeks they actually just sat there charging, and it's already starting to look pretty nasty. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but my eye can tell that it's getting dirty. So I wasn't impressed with the case at all. You do have USB-C, that's cool. You got micro USB, wah. I don't really care about that. I would want, the nicer, the newer. I want newer, obviously. We're going into 2019, I want newer, but whatever. The Bose are kind of old, so I'll cut them a little slack, especially since I'm a vapor and I have plenty of those chargers, those cords laying around, so it's not a big deal to me. Ultimately, I think the Bose are built better. Let's see. Let me take out the buds here. I think the actual buds is, they're rugged. They're built well. It's probably one of the better. Probably one of the best. Let's just say the best I've had. That escalated quickly, didn't it? This is probably one of the best buds I've ever held in my hand, man. These guys, they feel nice. They're substantial. I love the plastic. I mean, me saying I love plastic, what? They have that rugged feel to it. All right, let's cover the look. Yes, when you put these in your ear, you're gonna look goofy as hell. They stick out. All right, deal with it. They do everything else right, so that's my only complaint. Hey, they're doing a good job with the Sennheisers. They're more subtle. They go in your ear. They're more flush. They don't stick out. But you know what? You still kind of look like you got a Frankenstein bolt. I don't know. I think the look. Obviously, I'm gonna give it to the Sennheisers here. As far as the feel goes, I don't know. It's just they still feel kind of cheap. I'm not saying they are cheap. I'm sure it's good quality. I'm just saying they feel a little chintzy. All right, they're too light. They don't have this. I don't know, the density. I don't know what to say to really get that point across. It's not about weight, all right? You don't want heavy buds, and the Bose aren't heavy. They just feel more substantial. They feel more dense, all right? So I think maybe density is the way to go when explaining that. And I hate using the word cheap because you immediately think bad, right? But I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying that they're really lightweight and it doesn't feel like a $300 pair of buds. So I don't know. That's up to you guys. They performed well in the gym. I use these both for active, use with, sports, CrossFit, jump rope, burpees and all that. Now, I will say the Bose outperformed the Sennheisers in the gym. They were more comfortable. I was able to wear them longer. And I think that's because of this gel tip. You put them in your ear, they lock in, they don't come out, and you can do just about anything and they just will not budge, guys. So they stayed in place. Also, they made a better seal. All right, you see that? I'm off camera. I have that problem. I get into the bud and I forget that I'm on camera. They have a better seal. Look how big that bud is. All right, so they make a better seal, and then when you lift something heavy, like I don't know, you're doing squats or whatever, and you make that scrunchy face, they don't break seal, all right, or not nearly as easily as the Sennheisers. With the Sennheisers, guys, they go deeper into your ear. That's cool, but they break seal so easily that it's almost not worth it. Now, to Sennheiser's credit, these aren't really marketed as active use buds. They're more for casual listeners. You're commuting, so I get that. I'm not going to knock them for it. I'm using them outside of what they were designed to do. But when I spend $300, dude, I want to use them for everything, bro. If I could shower with them, I probably would, right? So I'm just going to say, for my personal use, for active use, I'm going to go with the Bose. But, the Sennheiser is going to pick that back up with the sound quality. Guys, they both have a really good sound quality. And I go into more detail in the solo videos. But for now, I want to say the Bose sound quality is pushed more towards active users once again, all right? You got the vocals are pushed up more, they have more volume, and they're clearer to me, all right? The mids are okay, they're there, and they do a good job, and the bass is nice and strong. It's really strong. However, the Sennheiser sound signature, it's pretty great. All right, so it's kind of hard to explain. When I'm working out, I'm going to take the Bose every day, all day, all right? There's no way around it, but there's a few times where I actually just put it in the Sennheisers for just to sit back and listen to music. And man, the music is in these, when you sit down and you listen to it, you really pick out the details. It's really immersive, guys. I think when people talk about the sound quality on the Sennheisers, they're really talking about that. It's really immersive. It has layers to it, bro. All right, and I think that's the mids in there. I think the star of the show for the Sennheisers is the mids. There's so many layers to the instruments and and little detailed sounds, man. It's awesome, dude. It really is. I love that. I just close my eyes. I'm like, wow, I'm just in this music. So it has that wowing effect. However, again, when you're working out, you're doing burpees, dude. The only thing you're trying to do is not throw up. You're not listening to detailed sounds. It's nearly, your brain can't process those kind of sounds. All right. So I just want solid bass and loud vocals so I can get through the damn, workout. So for working out, I'm going to go with the Bose, but the Sennheisers have this amazing sound for casual listening that it's going to be really hard to beat. I will say that the vocals kind of blend into the mids on the Sennheisers a little too much for my taste. I'd like the vocals to stand out more, but again, when you're sitting down and just listening, you don't even worry about that. You don't even care. It just sounds so awesome. All right, you're just immersed in music. The Bose, you can sit down and listen to music, but you're just not going to get that same immersive feeling. All right, the bass is strong on the Bose. I wouldn't call it power beats, but they are definitely, you can tell they are geared for active use. All right, so audiobooks, guys, I would listen to audiobooks on the Sennheisers over the Bose, if only because you can kind of EQ the Sennheisers a little bit. They give you a half-baked app that barely works, but it works well enough to kind of just change the EQ, and I can get it to more of a flat sound. You want to get rid of all the bass when you're listening to ebooks or audiobooks. You want to get rid of the bass, and the Sennheisers can do that more so than the Bose. Although you can use the Bose for audiobooks, no big deal. You'll probably be fine. I just think the Sennheisers do it a little better. Call quality, they both have really good call quality, guys. I will say with the Bose, you can only use the right bud. It kind of sucks, but I don't really use buds for call quality, guys. That's just not me. That's not the way I use them for. So it's not a big deal. The Sennheisers is nice. When I got a phone call, I answered it, and it's through both the stereo speakers. I like that a lot better. I'm not a call quality guy, but I will tell you guys right now, I love that with the Sennheisers. It uses both speakers. That just needs to be a 2019 thing. Anything coming out nowadays needs to have that, because I don't know about just using the right bud. When you have the left bud in and you're talking, it just sounds weird in my head. So I got zero audio lag with the Bose. There's complaints out there. I'm using a OnePlus 6T phone, and I use Spotify high output. That's how I use all my reviews are based off streaming music. I stream my songs, and with audio lag, I watched Netflix, YouTube. I watched the Avengers on Netflix, and I watched YouTube videos, and I got zero audio lag. Now there are people out there that say they have audio lag. I don't know. I'm not getting it. I have no reason to be dishonest about that. Sennheiser, again, zero audio lag, and I don't think anyone's complaining about audio lag with the Sennheiser. So it's kind of hit or miss with the Bose. It's pretty much guaranteed no audio lag with the Sennheisers. I got zero dropout on the Bose. There's people that complain about dropouts. I got zero, man. It's a super strong connection, guys. I actually went out with my measuring wheel. I put the phone on the tailgate of my truck, and I walked out with my measuring wheel in a straight line, and I got 78 foot. All right, 78 foot before it lost connection. And then when I turned back, it literally picked up connection really quick. Now I do that with other buds. I test them out that way, and they kind of struggle. I got to go back like 15 foot to regain connection. The Bose picked it up really well. So the Sennheisers, same test. I got 54 foot before it dropped out, and I had to walk back about 10 foot for it to, pick back up. So I think the Bose has a stronger connection, even though it's rocking Bluetooth 4.1. I don't know. Sometimes it's not about the, spec sheet. Sometimes it's about real world usage. All right. So this was outside, no obstacles in the way. It was just clear, clear view. So, I'm not going to deal with obstacles, guys. I'm just going to do that, just to give you an idea. There's so many variables that I'm not a scientist, bro. All right, so as far as waterproofing goes, guys, there's no such thing as waterproof. They're water resistant, and as long as you don't sweat like a goddamn fire hose coming out of your ear, you should be fine with either one. Do not go swimming in a freaking pool. Don't jump in a swimming pool with these buds on. You will have wasted your money. More than likely, you're going to ruin them. All right, and if not, that attest to their build quality. You should be fine in the gym. I've used them both. I've sweated them both, and don't be nasty. Clean your shit when you're done with it. All right. So you got Bluetooth 4.1 with the Bose. You got Bluetooth 5.0 with the Sennheisers. Obviously, you got the newer, the newer, better, the new with the Sennheisers. But again, you know, my test showed that the signal's stronger with the Bose. All right, that could be just because they got more space. It's a bigger bud. I don't know. So codec, guys, you're rocking aptX with the Sennheisers, and I think that has a lot to do with their immersive sound. It brings in more detail into the music, giving you the perception of a wider soundstage, more of a 3D effect. At least that's the way I like to think about it. You know, I don't know. I'm not an audiophile. I'm not some music, you know, what is it, sound engineer? I'm not. I'm just a regular dude. All right, so to me, I think that I love the aptX, man. I feel like I can tell the difference with more detail. The Bose does really well, guys. I've already said it a million times. I love the Bose. I love the sound. I don't think you're going to be unhappy with it. I'm just saying that the Sennheiser overall really does have a better sound for critical listening. If we were both sitting on the couch and you were trying these buds out, you would easily go with the well, not easily, but you would probably go with the Sennheisers. Now, if I told you to stand up and start doing, 200 burpees, by the time you get to 50 burpees, you're going to want to put in the Bose. A, the comfort and the fit and the fact that you don't have to kind of, fiddle around with them to get them back in your ear when they come out of place. And B, the vocals and the bass are just going to push you more. So, it comes down to your usage, right? So when people are like, oh no, my Bose are better, that's probably because if they tried them both, they're geared toward the way they use them, right? So, battery life, I was able to test the Bose. I used them for 2.5 hours. Well, I use them more, but I don't worry about battery life until I get to the battery life part of the testing, right? So I used them for 2.5 hours, and I was down to 30% before I had to end up doing something else. That's pretty good. That's just about, if I would have got down to 0, I can imagine getting somewhere close to 4 hours, even though they advertise 5, but I'm using full volume. The Sennheisers, there's no way I can test for battery, guys, because I cannot charge them all the way to 100, and they're off the wall. The left one's like 30%, the right one's like 80%. I'm having battery issues with mine. They're going back because of that. I did not do this video based on any of that. Like, I didn't even take that into consideration. The Sennheisers, I just pretended that they're perfect, that there's no battery problems, but I wasn't able to, I can't give you guys a good enough idea of battery life. I would say you're probably going to get less than the advertised battery life if you play them at full volume. How's that? Hopefully that helps. Rarely do I get the full advertised battery life when I play at full volume. All right, so to answer the question of this video, which one would I rather go with? Guys, I like them both, all right? Do not get me wrong. I have to choose one, right? It's a versus video. It's a battle to the death. If I have to choose one, because of the way I use my buds, all right, and my music, I'm going to go with the Bose. Not for the price, not for the sound, but I think ultimately for the fit. I get them in my ear. I put these bad boys in my ear and they are locked in, and I can wear them for an hour and a half, 2 hours, no problem. I am comfortable. I can lift heavy weight without breaking seal. I'm getting the sound quality that's really geared towards active use. Although I will say, if I wanted to just chill out at the house and maybe, down some vodka or some some tequila and kind of lose myself in some music, there's no better buds, I think, out there than the Sennheisers for that, man. They do a really, really good job, and they're super immersive, and I really like that sound for that, for that usage. I personally use them for fitness, so I'm going to go with the more fitness-oriented buds. I'm not saying the Sennheisers are bad. All right? I want to be clear about that because there's so many people. I could already imagine the comments. I do like the Sennheisers, even though I put out a video. It's kind of a retraction video. Because I'm having problems with the Sennheisers, and I see a lot of other people having problems with the Sennheisers with the battery life, I can't really recommend them, right? I'm going to recommend you guys go spend $300 and you're going to be like, hey, dude, my shit sucks. So if I'm having problems with it, I'm going to let you all know. You guys can make up your own mind. I'm just putting this out there for general information to help out. If you want more details, I keep the Facebook group updated. I put pictures up there, more information than I put in the video here, all right? This is just kind of a catalyst for the Facebook group because I can easily update the Facebook group on a daily basis. So if the left bud dies, hey, the video's already out. and I already said, hey, get the Bose, they're awesome, and you know, the right one dies tomorrow, what am I going to do? I'm not going to take down the video, but I will update the Facebook group. So things change on a daily basis, especially price, guys. You know, I'm kind of hesitant on putting price out there because, you know, tomorrow we could have a big price drop. So other than that, I don't think I missed anything. I think I was pretty thorough. No, that's about it. All right, cool. So that's it for me, guys. Like and subscribe or go fuck yourselves. I will catch you in the next video. If I missed anything at all, comment below. I'm more than willing to answer. And hell, on the call quality, guys, if you guys want to actually have a conversation with me, join the Facebook group, hit me up on a private messenger, send me your number, I will call you and we can test out call quality together. I've done that before. You know, I've had some good conversations with the Facebook group people. We start off with a 5-minute conversation that lasts an hour. It stretches out that much because that's how much I love talking about headphones and earbuds, guys. So if you guys want to do that, I'm up for it. Just let me know. So I'll catch you guys on the next video.